We're shedding off the shame and the dead, dead weight. A live wire with a broken fuse. We will never be the same, but we're bound by fate. Overturned and overrun, from the depths to paradise. Hope and roses on the guns, jamming down to the afterlife. 3 times the power and 3 times the pain. 3 times the confidence. Take down the towers and fire up the flames. We strive for providence. Don't stop filling it up, we are the energy. Don't stop, show your style. Don't stop filling it up, it's electricity. Don't stop, keep it wild. A split soul with a bitter wound. I'm a feather, I'm a fang, I'm a dark, dark dream. Become whole, I become consumed with a shadow in my hands and a primal scream. To erase the rational, draw the words out of the page. To embrace the animal, let the beast out of the cage. 3 times the power and 3 times the pain. 3 times the confidence. Tear down the towers and fire up the flames. We strive for providence. Don't stop, filling it up, we are the energy. Don't stop, show your style. Don't stop, filling it up, it's electricity. Don't stop, keep it wild. Firework in a glowing sky, through the hell and the hammer stride. A cool smirk and a smoking style, ram my engines up and right. Demon heart inside of me, got the style to make the grade. Carbonate in ivory, devil tears upon the blade. 3 times the power and 3 times the pain. 3 times the confidence. Take down the towers and fire up the flames. We strive for to be pretty. Tomorrow I know I'm just dead. Today I'm dirty and I want to be pretty. Tomorrow I know I'm just dead. Feel nobody's, wanna be somebody's. We're dead, now just who we are. Feel nobody's, wanna be somebody's. We're dead, now just who we are. Yesterday I was dirty, wanted to be pretty. Know now that I'm forever dirt. Yesterday I was dirty, wanted to be pretty. Know now that I'm forever dirt. Feel nobody's, wanna be somebody's. We're dead, now just who we are. Feel nobody's, wanna be somebody's. We're dead, now just who we are. So children died the other day. We fed machines and then we pray. Beat up and down and mollified. You should have seen the raiders that day. So children died the other day. We fed machines and then we pray. Beat up and down and mollified. You should have seen the raiders that day. We're nobodies, wanna be somebodies. We're dead, know just who we are. We're the nobodies, wanna be somebodies. We're tired, know just who we are. Feel nobody's, wanna be somebody's. We're tired, know just who we
feeling sad when my wife dumps me and goes out with her boyfriend. There's only one place open when the storm ends. It's Waffle House. They'll never let you down. Waffle House. Unless you fuck around. Waffle House. Then you might find out. Waffle House. Good food fast. Flat top eggs, cigarette ash. My waitress has a very strange rash. All made fresh, 20% tip with cash. Step over the counter for a 4-course whip ass. Hash brown smothered and covered in cheese. She took the kids and she's leaving me. I'ma need bacon to the highest degree. An all-star special, complete divine cuisine. Waffle House. They'll never let you down. Waffle House. Unless you fuck around. Waffle House. Then you might find out. Waffle House. So was Kid Rock like actually hot for his time? Did anyone actually think he was hot?
We started from below, through the ashes, down from the dirt, running from the cold, drawn to fire, love when it burns. When it all comes down to destiny, only you can bend the rules. Walk that road, through the ashes, down from the dirt. They're calling out, calling out, calling out. When the skies are falling, hear the heroes calling. Can't hold us down, can't hold us down. Save the ones still crawling. Hit me hard, I'm all in. Can't hold us down, can't hold us down. Can you hear them calling out, calling out, calling out? Can you hear them calling out, calling out? Heroes are calling. Heroes are calling. Heroes are calling. We're burning through the night, from the darkness out in the light. I can see us rise up, going all the way to the they're calling out.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between Bork Side of the Moon and Clouded Mines. We do go ahead and have a rather symmetric and cool looking map band. Like, I don't like that Braxis was banned, but at least like that's aesthetically pleasing right there. We do go ahead and have a Bork Side of the Moon saying they hate the B maps, getting rid of Battlefield of Eternity and Braxis Holdout. And Clouded Mines getting the catty corner maps at the bottom, taking out Dragonshire and Sky Temple. We do go and get Towers of Doom as the actual pick. Down at the bottom, down at the bottom. When it all comes down to yesterday. So we got Surgeon Hama as well as Malfield being banned out initially. We do go in and get the Murden being removed. I kind of like this is a bit controversial, but I don't really like banning out offlaners on Towers of Doom because the offlaners barely have any free time to not go from one lane to another. So I don't feel like offlaners have as big an impact. Like, you're not going to ban them out from having a double soaker. There's too many of them. And the offlaner doesn't get to participate in team fights nearly enough because they're just like, there's such a distance between the two lanes. When it all comes down to yesterday. Stukov being the first pick by the Muffin Man from Salisbury Lane.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Alright, so Shadrick coming out on ETC. ETC is an interesting pick here. I would almost wonder if that's an offlane ETC because it was picked so early, but the ETC can't really double soak, I don't believe. So unlikely. Bacon coming out with Sylvanas. I'm sorry, zombie bacon just kind of ruins the whole aesthetic of it. I'm not a big fan of zombie bacon. We do have the Johanna on Jogarab, as well as Terrasar coming in with the Vala. I don't know why I'm introducing them by name, because I want to do it again in game. Excuse me, I'll yawn at you. Okay, we do have the variant being banned out. No taunt shenanigans for us. I mean, variant was the tank of both games I cast earlier, and so when a variant got banned, I'm like, wait a minute, I thought variant was already taken, because in my head, both tanks have been taken, and variants, like, in every game. I play with the cat. I'm being a super good caster. Oh, interesting. Alarak. Man, I hope we get to see Alarak come out later. Like, I love Alarak games. They're very feast or famine, but I like them. So we still yet need an offlaner for both teams. We do need a healer on the side of Bork's side of the moon. And of course, both sides still need another deeps. So they are saving their second DPS for the last slot. Pardon me? I love how I mute the mic so you can't actually hear me sneeze, and then I still say pardon me, because I'm, like, really good at this. So you look a very good double soaker, one of the best. Does get outpaced by Zool, but we're not going to see Zool. We're going to presumably see Blaze, although Gaslow's an interesting idea. I do think Gaslow can double soak, though not as quickly as Blaze can. Neither of them can keep up with Leoric, though. There is a potential for a big gravel play into silence, but the big problem they have is that other than Vala, they don't have anything holding their opponents in the silence. Well, and the bomb following up the Gravo, but that's only for a few seconds. Like, that's part of Gravo as far as I'm concerned. But we are going to go ahead and get into game number 1. Put your money where your mouth is. I will get predictions up so that you can put your channel points on who you think is going to win. Is it going to be the team led by the Zombie Crusaders or the team led by the Cow Dragons? See you in a second, guys. All right, there we go. For some reason, like, I didn't hear sound for a second, I got scared. But representing the side of Bork side of the moon, here on the blue side of the battlefield, we do going to have QT Puppy on the Mephisto. We are going to see Bacon over here on the Sylvanas. We do going to get Shadra playing the ETC. Smoke coming out here on the Leoric. And who did I not say? Silver Spy is going to be on the Brightwing. Silver Spy was hiding from me, being a little tiny dragon, probably behind the ETC. Meanwhile, representing the side of Clouded Minds, we have Kian coming out here and playing the Blase. I do want to just point out that Kian's Twitch name is Flame Kian, and then is playing the Blaze, so that's just perfect. We're going to have Muffin Man coming out here onto the Stukov. We've got Juggerob showing up on the Johanna. There is going to be Terrasar playing Valala. And Gaslow will be controlled by Nullius in this here Towers of Doom game. Looking at our level 1 talents as the teams are posturing back and forth. We do have Gambit on Vala and the new habits on Blaze. Also going to get Unyielding Power. Nice double laser coming out of Nullius. Juggernaut took a good bit of damage. Q might be moving in there and lightning novaing, trying to go ahead and keep them under control. Both teams moving up towards their camps right now as the offlaners. The offlaners have not fallen into their groove yet. Because eventually what happens is that the offlaners just continuously have to move from this lane to that lane, and they don't get to actually see each other. Alright, Kian coming in here in the middle. Sylvanas actually opposing them a little bit, which surprised me because Leroy should not be falling behind on Soak. That does give a potential advantage to our 4-man down here, trying to go in and get this pushed in. And yeah, if they do go in and get a tower, they were able to go in and use their advantage in order to push their opponents back. Leoric does take Consume Vitality. That's an interesting pick. I'm not sure I like Consume Vitality there. Like, it's my least favorite. It does make you a little bit faster in team fights because it does reduce the cooldown on your Q. But the, like, healing is just not as consistent. And on this map, I usually take the ones for minions' deaths because you're just constantly going from one lane to the other and don't actually get attacked that often. Very much a team fight pick as opposed to a, like, double soak pick. Which tells me Leroy expects to be team fighting a lot, which is surprising. We do go and have Vala already completing the first segment of their quest. Although, actually, you know what? To be fair, I should also say that Mephisto has also finished the first segment of their quest. Nice job on the Stukov. Slowing that down and doing enough damage. Terrasar moves back, trying to go ahead and make sure that nothing bad happens to them. There goes the Muffin Man. We're going to have a slight advantage as 4 extra shots go towards the blue core, coming from the side of Clouded Mines. All right, nice explosions happening, and we do go and have once again both sides going ahead and grabbing their skull camp. Bacon keeps wandering off on Sylvanas. Like, I'm not sure what. Like, obviously, I don't think they need help on the camp. There's no invasion. They're still nearby. It's not a misplay, but it's just I'm not sure what Sylvanas is doing because I can't imagine Leoric needs help on the double soak, and there's nothing else up there. Possibly just going in there to see if they can set up a attack on Blaze during the rotation. That would be my guess. I've thought about it for more than 2 seconds. And hello, Line Bus. That does seem to be the play they're doing. They're trying to go ahead and make it difficult and dangerous for Kian to be in here. They do not yet have Entomb, but if like right there, if Leoric can come around the corner and just entombed him, I do believe that Kian would have died there. Though of course you can counter Entomb a little bit by dropping Bunker. Because Bunker can like phase through the wall. A lot of damage on the Terrasar. I like how Terrasar moves forward to avoid the damage from the Mephisto. So it's a good play. Four more shots. Shots. And we do end up... Okay, actually, we even out as Blaze goes down on the side. So we are still just 4 shots ahead on the side of Bork Side of the Moon. Sorry, 4 shots ahead for Clouded Mines, 4 shots behind for Bork Side of the Moon. I can read numbers, I promise. Oh, for a second I thought that card was getting out. I was going to be very upset. Is that a spray? Did I just see a spray? It's fine. Like, obviously, it's up to either team to ask the other one to stop. I'm going to obviously assume that these teams, because these teams know each other for a long time, that they have a friendly rivalry going on, and they're not actually offended by that. But all you NGSers at home, make sure you know the other team pretty well before you try that stuff. Big stun happening on Silver Spice. Silver Spice moves out of the danger. We do have Kian. Kian is in the area. Leoric is not. So this is actually a slightly favored fight. However, as Brightwing goes down, we do have Sylvanas going down, and this favor turned very, very hard the other way. Nice shot from Blaze that really, really turned the fight on the head and gave them an advantage, but that is going to be nice. I mean, it's still a 4-for-1. It's still not a good feeling, but at least the one you got is Vala, so you do permanently lower their attack speed from 125 down to 120%. Vala is up to 118 stacks of the quest, by the way. And with that, we do go and have this coming up. Buff and Men will start channeling it almost immediately. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, we did have Silver Spy trying to sneak in here and interrupt, but nothing doing. And there are 4 more shots going into the blue core. Big sounds coming out. That's going to be Stukov is all dressed up with nowhere to go. However, there's that gravel combination. Gets them pulled back in and a ton of damage. So we do it once again. Have a 1-4. At this time it's 1-for-3, but still trading out one. Cloud Mine's trading out one person for several. Fort is coming back up. Next objective phase looks like it's a single objective down at the bottom. And that's a really, really, that is the worst objective you can have if you're on the blue team. Simply because you, the only way to get to bottom, there's not a tunnel. The tunnel's not open yet. And so you have to either go through this or go way far around it. At least if it's here, that's kind of on your way in from here. Alright, there it's coming up. No one's in position to pick it up just yet. The Gaslow does go back. Blaze is fighting with Leoric. Going to smoke, not going to be able to move down. And there is the channel. There are 5 more shots going into the blue core. Down to 19 health. The core has now passed the 50% mark. So we have this moving in. A little bit of an aggression coming out. Was that? I think that... okay, Juggernauts does get caught in the entomb. I'm not sure the rest of the team is there, though. I'm not sure they have enough damage, but you know what? Right as I said, okay, with that being used, they should be able to go in and get that taken care of. And that is a kill onto Juggernauts. Significant damage going into Blaze. Yeah, this is difficult for them to move into, but they do fully clear their opponent's camp. No damage taken from that. And they have, of course, retaken their own tower, so we are back to an even footing.
Realtors are rising heroes.
This will be a triple ultra phase. This is one we need to go well for Bork Side of the Moon. They are significantly down in core health. All right, that is a bad start. We do go and have the nice double kill. Gravel goes ahead and secures the Mephisto. That is the slight problem with Mephisto, because you know where his shade is coming back to, so you can easily set up a Gravel to catch him right when he comes back, as long as you kind of know the timing. I'm a bit surprised no one grabbed this right away. All right, we do go down to 11 core health on the side of our blue core. Bacon goes in and gets caught. We do have Vala using her ult, but obviously her ult is not down for that long. Oh, granted, it will be down for 30 seconds. All ults are up on the side of Bork Side of the Moon. Only 3 ults are up on the side of Cloud of Mines. That's the other team. Bunch of damage. I'm not sure that's enough to actually kill Shadra. Like, the ETC does not have the most health, but he has more. His health bar was not falling fast enough for me to think he would be in real trouble. However, there is the tower coming up. We do go and have the Entomb comes out. Entomb gives a lot of value. That is going to be a kill onto Vala. Trade out for Leoric, but you know what? That is a good trade. Less good that you're also trading out the ETC for it. Vala has now suffered 2 deaths. Is down to 15% bonus attack speed. But has 3 stacks of her other quest done, so you know what? Trade out. Bacon! For a split second, I couldn't remember if Smoke was, like, which team Smoke was on. So Gazla gets another 5 shots in. This could knock the blue core down to 1 health if it actually, like, if they pick this up. All right, that's going to be a lot of damage on Johanna. We do have the Gravel coming out. Gravel pulls Smoke into danger. Let's get dangerous. We do going to have Bacon running on out of there. That's going to be a kill into Leoric, a kill into Shadra, and we do going to have Muffin Man starting to channel. If Muffin Man finishes his channel, they can set up a very, very big win condition. Not even need to. They could just take boss. Like, oftentimes in this situation, you'll end up seeing a team be like, well, we'll just take the, like, pumpkin camps and then go to boss. And you either have to come to boss with, like, significantly less force, because you have to leave people back to defend the pumpkins, or you have to let boss go. But yeah, that ends up being something they don't even have to consider, because they kill off 3 of their opponents, and it's now 5v3. So that's going to go ahead and be them going out. Nice try, Sylvanas, but not nice enough. Looking at the stats at the end of our first game, we do have, in terms of damage, Sylvanas leading the way. 65,000 damage over a 15-minute game coming out of Bacon! QT Puppy comes in with 50... I always say QT so deliberately. Cutie Puppy. I don't say Cutie Puppy because it sounds cuter. 56,000. And then Terrasar does come out with 48. In terms of healing, we do have the red healer, Stukov, out-healing the Brightwing. But again, when the top 2 damages are blue, it's not surprising that the top healing is red. That's how that works. We do go in and get 82,000 coming out of Muffin Man, and Silver Spy with 52,000. We're going to end up with Kian leading the soak race, out soaking Leoric by about 2,000 experience. Talents, that seems generous. We do go ahead and have talents picked up. Red team actually making it to 20 and showing us their full build. Blue team apparently has like a paywall up, and we can't get the full show just yet. Upgrade your account, guys. But I will see you in game number 2. Don't go anywhere. After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm the lyrical danger. Big up a crew in the area. Still love you like that. You come me and step on. I'm the lyrical gangster. Don't my limit, I'm a danger. Still love you like that. Hey. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Sexy starts to speak and my knees get weak. I give her what she wants cause she's got what I need. She keeps smiling cause she already knows. Come on! She's got her legs wrapped around me and I can't escape. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good, so fucking good. She's my baby, yeah, she's my freak. Got my hands in her hair and she bites me deep. She keeps running cause she already knows. Come on, let's go. She's got her legs wrapped around me and I can't escape. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good. So fucking good. But I love you. But I love you. But I love you. It's so good. It's so good. So good. So fucking good. It's so good. So good. So fucking good. It's so good. So good. So fucking good.
Hello everyone, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. The Cloud of Minds did win the first one. Decently convincingly, like, I don't feel like Bork Side of the Moon was, outclassed, but they definitely controlled the map very well, and it felt like Bork Side of the Moon had a hard time clawing them back. Would you see the Borkers still, living in fear of that Malthiel? I created the sound of kitty, wrote the book on pain. You are so cute. Yes, I know you're a cutie cat. What you gonna do? You have to get up to get to my hand? Cat says, I don't have to do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. We do go and have a Shadra come out with Johanna on the first pick. Same bands, I'm pretty sure. What was Duke off band last time? Studio especially banned tonight. I can't remember if they were banned last game.
Hell, it's about damn. For the Alliance above all.
Gotta say hi to all your fans. Poor kitty was like, I was sleeping and I was enjoying sleeping. Why did you pick me up? Don't do that. Like, obviously the cat was awake, but it's one of those things where the cat's awake, but the cat's really not awake yet. We have Baking Amount on Vala, but this time we have Silver Spy on the white lane. That's a big change from the previous game. Still very similar bands. I can't remember if it was Anduin or Stukov that Clouded Minds had last game. My brain, it does not work. And that is definitely different, because last time we had Leo and Blaze as our two offlaners, so that's at least an adjustment. I can't remember who the third band was before. So we do go and have two more picks. We don't yet have a tank or an offlaner. We actually don't have an offlaner on either side, but we don't have a tank on the side of Clouded Minds. So as soon as I say that, there comes the Varian. There comes Varian. Yes, it's Varian. Right down Varian way. We also do have the Leoric back.
My hatred is unending.
Okay, that's unexpected. Do ABBA. Come on, ABBA. You got it, Illy ABBA. One time. Aww. That's not a bad pick. That's not a bad decision. But Illy ABBA. Alright, so it's going to be Hogger versus Yrel. The battle of the hammers, basically. Like, both of them are trying to knock the other one into walls. But yeah, this will be really interesting, that Illidan. Illidan is going to make his life very, very, very difficult for Anduin. Although, Illidan has to be a bit careful jumping into a Tychus. Like, that's the thing, because, like, Illidan has a decent bit of an evasion, but as soon as that's gone, Tychus doesn't even need his trait to just blaze down Illidan. Oh, guys, I woke the cat up. Help! The in-game predictions are up. All right, coming into game number 2, we do have our team that lost game number 1 trying to go ahead and bring this into a game 3 and, you know, eventually a victory. We do go ahead and have the Bork side of the moon, the monarchy of causing misery. I actually sort of be on like the bureaucrats of badassery. I guess that would have worked. Bureaucrats is a weird one to say. But we do going to have Smoke playing the Yrel. We are going to have Silver Spy on the white main. Bacon is playing that Vala once again. We do going to have Cutie Puppy coming out on the Illidan, and Shadra is playing the Johanna. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, we have the Centurions of Calamity. Nullius playing that Hogair. Juggle Rob on the Varian. We do have Terrasar playing the Tychus. And do you know the Muffin Man? I know the Muffin Man. Muffin Man is on Anduin. And we do go into Kian. Kian moving down to the bottom of the map. Interesting. Wants to pair up against this Illidan. I don't think that's a bad decision. Like, it can be a little bit rough. But as long as you have the Drain Hopes don't care about you being able to see. Hope has no vision. Love is blind and so is hope. Alright, this is where Cloud of Mines would have a big advantage because Hogger is dumb when it comes to getting this camp. Like, it's so unreasonably fast. Here's the thing, keep in mind, there are 2 people over here taking this camp, and Hogger is still outpacing them. And they got there at about the same time. Though granted, that's a little bit extra bad because Whitemane is kind of famous for being a healer that's not good in camps. She's very much a PvP healer. Okian coming up, but Illidan coming up right behind them. There's the taunt coming in, but Illidan did thankfully manage evasion, and you can still evade while you're taunted, apparently, which kind of surprises me, but you know what? Lucky for Illidan, that's true. Oh, cutie puppy needs to be very careful. Like, does not have a lot of health to be playing around with this Leo. Alright, just go ahead and avoid a lot of that Drain Hope. Drain Hope is the big one because if you get hit with it and you're not in a good position, it's hard to stay in that. Kian going ahead and being collapsed upon. There's 4 people that came down, or 3 people that came down to join the Illidan, but weren't quite able to make the Skeleton King be the Skeleton Corpse. Once again, Hogger taking care of that. Is Illidan doing this by himself? Like, Illidan will eventually get that done, and thankfully, with the extra healing, probably won't take too much damage from it, but it's still going to take some time, wait for tomorrow. I do have some damage coming in here. I don't necessarily think this is going to get too much, but that was a very weak wall, and they do get... Actually, they'll get the whole wall. I didn't think that would be that effective, but you know what? Shut my mouth. Cleanse comes out, but here comes Hogger. Hogger knocking Silver Spy back into the action, but there's a big old kaboom. Trying to go ahead, 4 versus 4. Cutie Puppy is right in the middle of the entire enemy team. Says, I don't care, I'm Illidan, what you gonna do about it? Yrel. Smoke did come out and tried to gank Yrel, but I mean, this is Yrel. It's really hard to gank her. The biggest problem with Yrel is the fact that she's a little bit of a like mana obsessed. Alright, they go ahead and get that. Smoke comes in from the side, but not quite able to go ahead and get that cleaned up. And we do go ahead and have the first... Is this the first objective? This feels super late for the first objective, but I don't think anyone's actually ever come up here. But it is now being channeled at 6 minutes into the game. Level 10s, though. Does get a stun onto the Valhalla, and a nice double burst entomb coming out of there. Nowhere to go, but here comes Smoke jumping in there, diving on people's heads. There's Norrider. Illidan is just being the absolute biggest pest. I'm gonna get you, Jugger Rob. I'm gonna get you. I'm not gonna get you. Bye-bye. Who is here to watch a stream? Norrider, Norrider. Who's a good friend that's not mean? Norrider, Norrider. Alright, we're gonna have Kian getting out of danger. The danger zone! Alright, there is a taunt coming down onto Yrel. Bunch of damage, but Yrel is going to be okay. But they're trying to go and get this channel. They will get it. Both channels are about the same length at this point. So definitely a risk of a back cap if you're not careful. Alright, there's the taunt coming through. And yeah, this time Yrel actually couldn't go. That is the first kill of the game for the side of Clouded Mines, as they do finally get the goat down. Going to all three lanes, most attention. Surprisingly in the middle lane, usually you see top or bottom because those are both boss lanes. Middle is obviously this camp. I don't usually see the focus on it, but you know what? Alright, taunt comes down on Vala, but immediate cleanse coming out of Silver Spy. Silver Spy looking for that taunt, and definitely ready to counter it. Here comes the Odin. The Odin has been commandeered, and damage coming in. They're trying to go and get this taken care of, but the entire minion wave is gone at this point. We do go and have nice 3-person stun, followed up by the damage from the Odin. Not quite getting any kills, though, and there's Jakarab getting pulled out of danger. Surprised to see Hogger down here to help out. Like, I guess it's because up top they actually got this already. Yrel not able to hold that back. Okay, the game sounds are really low for me. Let me turn them up a little bit. That's not cool. I don't want that. Alright, here we have Shader moving down, as long as Bacon and Silver Spy. I was like, someone needs to start this. Probably not who they wanted, because Shader's going to be hard to kill. They do come in and get a taunt. Like, there's a lot of damage, but they just cannot kill Shader off. They were wanting Vala. Vala would have died in that 100%. But Johanna just has so much health. Granted, at level 20, assuming we go to silence, that'll be a very different story. My God, I thought Shader was actually dead that time, but no. Teach me to think. Show me how to think. Wait, can you guys not hear the sound? You should be able to hear sound, can you not? Alright, we do go ahead and have the righteous shield. Let's mix out. I'm sure someone would have told me the sound wasn't working. I think Malby's just trolling me. Finally, Johanna goes down. Finally, they had enough damage that they were able to, and even then, just barely.
I've got eyes on our forces. Move in.
Oh, the Toki B did not get a third game this time around. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Raka side. We are here currently casting Bork Side of the Moon versus Clouded Mines. How'd your game go, Toki? I won't ask who won because some people may want to watch the VOD later. But I will ask you whether it's worth watching. We do go ahead and currently have... okay, good. Yeah, Malby's being mean to me. I don't appreciate it. We do go ahead and have, once again, Clouded Mines going ahead, trying to go ahead and get these Orcish, Wolf Riders out of here. Looks like they'll be able to do so, although that's only because, Yrel was off in the other lane. And that's preventing them from really being able to move in. But I think Yrel is here too little too late. Big stun comes across. Actually, quite a bit of damage. They may get a little bit of kills here. Here's Juggerop. Juggerop goes in and gets that. Absorption Shield comes out of smoke on the Yrel leading the way. There is the Entomb in the back. Hogger trying to get out of there, but no. Anduin, trust issues. Anduin, go ahead and get Hogger out. But it does not matter. Here's Illidan. Illidan's like, nobody denies my kill. Get out of here, little prince. Would you go ahead and have the Wolf Riders coming, or Orcish Wolf Riders coming across? Illidan does go down. Tychus finishes that off, but that's still 1 for 2 in favor of Bork Side of the Moon. So they do have this objective to worry about, and they definitely need to worry about it because all 3 lanes are marching on their keeps. Alright, Kian down below. There's a big taunt coming in, but Bacon going to survive. Bacon! Every time I see Bacon's name, I think of that old commercial with the Bacon bits. Dogs don't know it's not Bacon. There's Leo the King. So they do save all of their structures, at least for the time being, though there is no Abathur in this game, so obviously that is a temporary, like the damage is permanent. I don't think this should be changed. Like, I definitely think the damage should be permanent. But it is weird that this map, you know, you've got an alliance base with barracks that are producing, like, footmen and archers, but yet there's no peons anywhere. Alright, there's the shield. Nice hit for the Hogger. The Hogger went ahead and clipped them right there and knocked them into the building to their death. Kian takes a bunch of damage. Cutie Puppy is going to try and kill everything. They will get Hogger. They will get Kian. Juggerop actually gets caught in the Onin Tomb for a second, and Leoric could not drop it because Leoric was dead. I'm pretty sure a dead Leoric cannot cancel Entomb. I'm not... That comes up very rarely, but I'm pretty sure that you can't. And this is exactly the turnaround we need from Bork Side of the Moon. Ooh, let the Borkers out.
Time for some action! Let's free our soldiers and take the fight to the fore!
They are moving in here. The camps are up, but they are not interested in camp. They say, yeah, we're going to go and take advantage of the fact that two of you are dead and just move through, go ahead and get some of this structure damage evened out. Bottom lane is now even as they go ahead and start moving away. They do need to be careful of this. They should definitely try and clean that up, because that will be a problem eventually. Johanna moving up to the camp. Meanwhile, actually Bacon and Silver Spy and Cutie Puppy all going down here to get this camp. Alright, the standoff. Now, Leo is not here yet, so that does give an advantage to Bork side of the moon. Shades are trying to go and channel this in. It looks like they got momentarily distracted by the. This is not a bad call. Like, they needed to take care of these guys, but they said no. Let's clear the camp, and then we can move in and try and stop them on objective. We can't leave this camp. And here comes the move in. Smoke coming in the backside goes ahead and hits Leo, but Leo was spooky walking, so was unstoppable. We do have a little bit of a miscommunication as the light bomb comes down, but Kian couldn't move. Bit of damage onto Pterosaur. Pterosaur moving back, and once again we've got. Oh, now we've got Hog Wild. That's not called Hog Wild. I forgot what it's called. It should be called Hog Wild. That's gonna be a double kill as Vala goes ahead and picks off a couple of Jack. Get no control. Hog Wild is, I guess, the base ability, but. Are overrated. You don't need 20s. I love how they're just like, we don't need, where we're going, we don't need camps. We don't need waves. They are looking down here to try and go ahead and secure the bottom keep. Middle one is coming in. Top is going to go in and hit this. No one defending top, so that's almost assuredly going to go down. Alright, we should go ahead and have this moving in. Decent defense going through. I do think this will stay alive. But we'll stay alive for the follow-up. We do have Illidan move up to the middle in order to go ahead and try. Illidan attacks very, very fast, so it gets a lot of value out of this protector. Or this raider, whatever you want to call it. And there goes top. So all the forts on this map are down. All the keeps are... Nope, never mind. All the keeps were still standing when I started that sentence, but then that stopped being true. Nice double stun from the Vala. Vala goes ahead and catches 2 people. There's Trust Issue Anyone pulling Nullius out of the brink. Hello, 7th Ace. Yeah, it's like, good luck. I'm like, I don't need luck. I'm guaranteed to make it to the winner's interview. Smoke's making a bunch of damage. Smoke needs to get out of underneath that gunfire, but it looks like Nullius not interested in letting them out. Nullius goes ahead and interferes with them enough that we go ahead and get that taken care of. Pterosaur going ahead and just going ham on Cutie Puppy. Juggerab! That was an interesting decision from Juggerab, is all I'm going to say. Shadows are rising again, darker than they've ever been. The world cries out, vengeance. Alright, they're trying to come back in here. They do at the very least. Anduin goes in for a stun. Does go and get them, but nope. There's just the death timers are just too long, and that's going to be game number 2, going to Bork side of the moon. We are going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready, get hyped. But before we do that, let's look at the end of the game stats. We do go ahead and have, in terms of damage, Bacon. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. 128,000, almost doubling the damage of Tychus, who is the second highest at 68,000. Like, that's just a casual 60,000 more damage. Hello? I would have Illidan on 60,000. In terms of healing, that's a much closer number than I thought it would be. I was going to say, of course, we're going to have Red being the top healer because of that. but actually only beating out by about 4,000. Silver Spy doing very, very, very well on that there white mane. On that there white mane. I love this dog. Even though it has cat ears. We do go ahead and have Enter the Side Soak. Yrel does lead the way, beating out Leoric by about 4,000 experience. Leoric definitely going down, trying to get in fights a little bit more often. But here are the talents, copy them down, and I will see you for the rubber match. Don't go anywhere.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
akalain ikaw ang bumuo sa akin. Aking sinta, aking sinta. Kahinaan at lakas, ligaya kong walang wakas. Lahat ng alaala, hawak hanggang huling hininga. Pag-ibig na walang makakahigit, hulugan ng langit, ikaw ay isang himala. Ang yakap mo, tahanan ng pag-ibig ko. Ang yakap mo, tahanan ng pag-ibig. Lahat ng alaala, hawak hanggang huling hininga. Pag-ibig na walang kahigit.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game no. I don't know what you're talking about. It's been 1-1 the whole time. I did not forget to update it. You're crazy. Come, mouse, come on. Cover my shame. We are at 1-1. This is the rubber match. This is the match that decides everything. The winner of this will be the winner of it all. And by it all, I mean this match. We do go to have first pick going over the side of Cloud Minds, who have decided after their last game, they would rather be first pick than map pick. I want a pizza. Can I get on that Lion Bus oat pizza? Would you go in and get a Vala? I do not blame them for banning out the Vala. The Vala just did dump trucks worth of damage last time. Like, oh my god. It was just, I know I talked about it at the time, and I'm not going to go into it again, but just... That was a lot. So, still with the Hammer ban, not with the Joe ban, and then there's Joe coming out. There comes a Joe. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I'm really trying not to yawn while I'm on camera. It's just, it's tough. My sleep schedule is weird. Like, it's better, but then I didn't sleep very well last night, and so I'm just like, rah. We do go and have Murden coming out. Oh, I do think Murden was the ban. I don't think it was Joe, but Murden coming out as well as the Sonya. Dun da 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 da. So we do have Hogger being banned out. Hogger is really good. Okay, paying attention again. I got a little bit distracted by a DM that came in that I had to check on. We do go and have Hogger and Whitemane. Okay, so definitely like don't do that crap again. Hello, Peach. I don't know how I just now noticed Peach was talking. Probably because, like I said, I got distracted, came back, and Peach was just all over my chat. But I'm glad to see you. Also, because there are a few people that aren't here too much. I'm just gonna wait. Do I not have? God dang it! I need to make one for this. But hey, everyone, I have a face, and just to show off. This is with no filter. Like all the filter is doing at this point is putting makeup on. So like this is what my face looks like, and it's amazing. So, totes worth, totes my goats. I feel like who is that John Cena where he's like I am not John Cena. I don't know if anyone knew that. But I'll get predictions up. Both games so far, no one has believed in either one of these teams. Guys, surely someone out there is a fan of either Bork Side of the Moon or Clouded Minds. So, I believe in you. Let's go.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
I paid a lot for that face. Actually, it wasn't that much, but I really like how it came out. But the rubber match, the final match of the evening, to determine who is going to go home with 3 points and who only gets 1. We do go to have Silver Spy on the Bright Wing. We are going to go ahead and get Shadra on Mirrodin. QT Puppy coming out here on the Death Wing. We do get Smoke on the Sonya, and then down at the bottom we do have Kale Voss being played by Bacon. On the other side of the battlefield, we do go in and get Kian onto the Blase, sneaking around the top lane. We do get Johanna being played by Jogarab. We are going to go in and get Terrasar on that Sylvanas, Nullius playing the Gas Lord, and then the Muffin Band on Anduin. They do not quite get the tower down. It's always the problem, because yeah, you came up here and you were annoying, but there's bottom soak, and no one from red is down here yet. They're just lucky no one from the Rose started here, because you can actually push pretty hard. You wouldn't get as much damage done, but the cost of your opponent's a significant bit of experience, and we do see a slight experience edge on the side of Bork Side of the Moon. Shadra scouting this out is aware that they are on this camp. Calling down the homies! Alright, we do go ahead and have the stun coming in. Deathwing is very, very difficult to move. He's a big dragon. So that is going to be no deaths, but the camp was stolen on the side of Bork Side of the Moon. Nullius takes a good bit of damage from Cutie Puppy. We do have the polymorph going down. Juggerab is on Joe, so not going to be too damaged by that. But we do have a invade onto Cloud of Mines. Very, very, very gutsy play coming out of our blue team here. Blue Side of the Moon. Well, here's the thing about CM. At level 7, Gaslow does have a talent that causes all of his abilities to do an extra 2% of the target's total health. So that will really, really help taking Deathwing down. It's not as good as Tychus, it's not as good as, like, Falstad, but at least it does go ahead and chonk into Deathwing pretty hard. Kind of Casey Corp, but keep in mind that Sylvanas' percent damage does not work on Deathwing. For anyone that does not know that, the reason it doesn't, I'll see if they picked it. So yeah, Overwhelming Affliction. Enemy heroes with 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse are slowed by 15%. Sylvanas' basic attacks against slowed heroes deal 1% of their maximum health as additional damage. But here's the thing, Deathwing is immune to slow, so Deathwing is never a slowed hero. But that said, that doesn't stop Sylvanas from just being a dump truck worth of damage, which I think is what Casey was talking about. But there's enough people that just think of that as the percent build and don't realize that Deathwing is immune. Alright, Jungle Rob does get pulled out by Anduin. No actual kills so far, at least in that engagement. Obviously, we do have 1 kill on the side of Bork side of the moon, which we saw down below. And the Frozen Punisher comes out. Now, this is both a blessing and a curse, because the Frozen Punisher is the best Punisher to push with, but the first Punisher sucks. So we're not going to have another Frozen Punisher available for Bork side of the moon for a very, very long time. And for those of you that... Oh, cool. I taught you something. I didn't want to act like, oh, you don't know this, because that's rude. But a lot of people do, like, they just think of that as the percent talent, and they don't quite understand, they don't quite realize that the way it's phrased, it never applies to Deathwing. It's percent damage on slowed heroes, not percent damage on people with 3 stacks. Which is how people think about it. Did Gaslow take? Okay, that's really interesting. Very surprising. So, in this case, Gaslow is not going for the percent damage, is not going for the Deathwing kill, because he was the one that had it. Instead, it feels like Gaslow, it kind of feels like the strategy from Clouded Minds is to not worry about the Deathwing and just kill everyone else, because Gaslow is going to be just slowing the heck out of whoever they hit, who is not Deathwing, because Deathwing is still immune to slow, but anyone else is just going to get absolutely rocked. Like, anytime they get hit by a Gaslow ability, they get slowed for 3 seconds, and basic attacks with turret extend that slow, which means Sylvanas can just go crazy. But again, I know I keep saying this, I apologize. That does literally nothing to Deathwing. Like, other than the base damage of the ability, if Deathwing cannot be slowed. I do love Leo is one of my main characters, and I always say whenever I go Leo into a Deathwing, that Deathwing is immune to all CCs, but he's not. Deathwing isn't immune to a wall. Okay, we have very, very nice Gravo comes in. Brightwing actually teleports out to the Deathwing. I really like that, very heads up thinking. Obviously, you can't heal the Deathwing, but it saves, well, it in theory saved the Brightwing. What was that juke? They like went up here, and then they're like, we didn't leave. That was great. Very much appreciated that. So that is going to be only 2 kills. Are you serious? It felt like more than that, but I guess they only actually got Brightwing and was it? I think it was Sylph. Was it? It was Kill Voss that got killed.
soon.
Oh, I look at this picture and I'm just like, hmm? You can spooky hand a Deathwing. Deathwing is only immune to status effects. Like slow or, And actually Deathwing is still vulnerable to time stop, so Chromie can get him. Bonjour. Cutie puppy made a friend. But again, they're saying able to gank on the one hero they're explicitly not good at killing. However, up top, we do go in on Bork side of the moon, just working on this. They've decided to go down south, but they're running into a dwarf and 2 dragons. They're starting to move up, but I may be too little too late. I'm not sure they can actually get up here in time to oppose the Gaslow and the Sonya. Oh, Sonya has moved. No, Sonya has been driven off. Never mind. Shut my mouth. There's a Sonya leap in, trying to go in and get this taken care of. Lots of damage onto Terrasar. There is the pullout onto Nullius. Nullius does almost get taken out. There is the root, does get healed, but Deathwing does get take down Blaze in the back. And this should be the rest of the Mortar Punisher coming out on the side of the blue team.
Blue team has summoned a Mortar Punisher.
I know I say this all the time, but it's one of my favorite things about Here's the Storm. This map has one of the silliest voice lines I've ever heard. Whenever you're playing it, sometimes after the demon dies, if you're playing on the demon side, of course, the demon will be like, "The angel could not stop me. None of you can." And every time I hear that, I'm like, is it Diablo in the game? I'm pretty sure Diablo outranks you, random demon guy. Pretty sure he can stop you.
Blue team's Punisher has been slain.
Oh wait, what am I talking? That's on Battlefield. That's not on this game. God dang it! They're both Diablo maps. I got confused. Alright. Spoke wants this. Go and try and pick it up. They did get top forts in that, so this is down, and obviously that does mean there's periodic catapult pressure coming through this lane. But it only happens every 3 waves, so it's a very, very slow advantage. Alright, they're moving out of there. A little bit of a skirmish to happen down below, but nothing major. Keon going up north to get this experience, trying to go in and get caught up. They are about half a level behind, they being Clouded Minds. And Cutie Puppy is just like, you can't kill me, and we both know it. However, they do get the fort. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're right. But like Bork is just sort of like running this game, and a lot of it is coming off back of that Deathwing, which the Cloud Mines just do not have good answers for. Only this fort remains to protect the assets of Clouded Mines, but a shrine is coming up. This is going to be an Arcane Punisher. Not surprisingly, it's the one we haven't seen yet. Right there's Gaslow. Gaslow is deep in enemy territory and is going to just get picked off. Was definitely looking for that. They were looking for a Light Bomb Grabo combo, but they just did not get it. And here comes the Arcane Punisher. Now up top there is a Shaman Camp pushing in that has gotten up to the fort, but I do think Smoke will come up here and get this taken care of. It bothers me a little bit that there is a team called Smoke. And a player called Smoke, because I keep thinking that I'm like referring, I'm like, what am I talking about? Smoke? Smoke isn't playing. Yeah, Lion Buzz, Norder said you were getting his pizza. Dun, 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 dun. I'm being lazy and leaning back, so I had to move the mic closer to me.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Well, Lion Bus? That's like treason or something. It's not okay. I do go and have another Shaman Camp pushing in. Gonna take a little bit for this to get here, but I do think they will engage outside of tower range, which does mean that this is something that someone needs to respond to. Like, this would be a very, very slow clear. But once this starts happening and you start getting like the fodder, then things just start going down very, very quickly. A bunch of damage going through. Oh, there is a fantastic job by Sonya. Sonya just goes in there and says, hey, guess who's not moving? It's you two. And of course, they also got Anduin inside that leap. Kian trying to get out of there. Kian will escape, but that may not end up mattering. Doesn't even matter. However, Bork Side of the Moon is ignoring this problem. And it is a problem. Okay, there comes Smoke. A lot of damage on the Kian. Kian does end up not able to charge out, and there comes a big explosion. And we do have Kian going down. Did not have Bunker available just yet. Still had about 7 seconds left on it. We do go and have mind control comes out. I don't think it hit anyone. Did not get the antidote that time, and so they just get pulled out of danger. Light bomb comes out, but not able to catch anyone. Unfortunately, also the gravel bomb fails to connect. You know what? Honestly, on this skin, it should be called like Ariat Cage. We're moving a lot. Let me move out a little bit, just a little bit. They're doing a good job, like of going after Nullius, because they realize that the Gravo combo is what could potentially wipe them. Like a good Gravo, it gets followed up by a Blaze Stun, gets followed up by a Light Bomb, gets followed up by, I don't know, something else. I was like, Mind Control? No, not really. Combustion, we don't have that. But, yeah, that's a lot of death. That's a lot of death. And this is probably the end of the game. I don't even know that they'll finish this objective. They can just walk in at this point. It's bacon!
Red team's core is under attack.
Here comes Jackarov. Jackarov's like, I will take you all on. I am Johanna. I am amazing. Johanna actually gets Brightwing down to 50%. Hello? And that is going to be the series with Bork Side of the Moon ending up and taking over. So they will get 3 points from this and start moving up. Let me go and see if I can get a interview set up. 1 second, ladies and jelly spoons. All right. Well, welcome to the post game. We'll go for just a little bit until I get joined, as I'm assuming someone will join me. But if they choose not to, that's certainly not required. We do go ahead and have coming on out. Hair, stop looking stupid. You have one job and it still look good. That sounds really bad. We do go ahead and have, in terms of damage, yeah, that Deathwing was just an itch that could not be scratched. 72,000 damage over the course of the game. No deaths. Oh, and yep. We're being joined by almost everyone.
Almost everyone.
So, congratulations. How are you guys feeling? There's the last one. So how you guys feeling?
They're feeling good. We love playing Clouded Minds. They're such a fun team, and all the people over there are really chill. So I was looking forward to this series, and then I feel like, but like between the games, it was back and forth, and the drafts were fun, and it's just fun all around.
Very, very much so. Like, I was a little bit worried for you guys in game one, because game one, they just sort of seemed to own Towers of Doom. Like, you guys pushed back, you got a couple kills, but it never felt like you were in control of the game. And I was like, oh, I hope this changes. I want a more competitive series, and it definitely did, so thank you.
Oh yeah, they played Towers really well.
Yeah. They gave us a really good series.
So I do have to ask, whenever you were playing on Towers of Doom, I kept seeing Sylvanas move up into mid lane for a second. Were you guys just trying to pressure the Blaze, or what was that about? Because I usually see the 4-man just stay bottom the whole time.
Either because I asked like if we needed help catching waves and I was catching a couple because I think we were missing them, or I wanted to pressure the Blaze out of soak because we were losing the 4-man really hard and we weren't doing anything, like just sitting in a 4v4 stalemate was kind of the thought. But we kind of weren't really agreeing with each other that game, to be honest. Like we were all thinking different things. So that was my thought, but I don't think that was everyone's thought.
That does make a degree of sense. I remember just looking at it and I'm like, okay, I know for a fact Leoric does not need help double soaking. So what does this keep happening? But I get it. Going into game number 2 though, game number 2 was a completely different beast over on Alterac. What did you change going into game number 2? Because it definitely felt like a completely refreshed team.
So from game 1, we saw that they were catching us a lot with these burst combos, Blessed Shield, into just killing our tank over and over. And we knew they liked Varian as well, and Tychus. So we just figured if we play a really defensive game and outvalue them and make sure they can't kill us, eventually we'll win. So a bit of a mindset shift helped us a lot there.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
Well, we knew that they may pick Tychus, and I feel really confident on Joe into Tychus. So even if they did want to go pick comp with a Varian or whatever, I felt pretty confident that I could manage that.
And I've also got to say, Silver Spy, on Whitemane, your cleanses were so on point. I felt like I was watching a Lucio with high five, just how consistently taunts and things weren't working.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really good Whitemane pick.
Yeah, I love playing with Silver because we kind of have this dynamic we've been playing for a bit where he's just healing and I'm playing damage and I'm like, I'm inting right now. Do you have cleansing? He's like, yes, and I'm like, I'm inting. And that's a lot of what that was. Is I'm literally like asking for it sometimes in advance. I'm like, I don't care if I get taunted, I can't die. So it's super fun when you have that kind of dynamic on your team.
I've known a lot of healers, and I'm glad Silver is okay with that, because I've heard the other side of that where it'd be like, I keep playing with this guy and he will not stop going in, and oh my god.
It's definitely a trust thing for sure. And just like being on the same page with your team.
And then game number 3, oh my god, everyone in chat was just like talking so much about how good a pick Deathwing was. Was it intended the whole time, or did you just see an opportunity?
Puppy saw it as the last pick, and it 1v5 the game.
Yeah, we knew as soon as he showed it, we knew. We're like, oh my god! And Bacon was like, oh, that's so spicy. Yeah, because they weren't going to be able to. Yeah, we just decided that at that point that Puppy was going to be our anchor tank, and whenever we're in team fights, because they couldn't do anything to him, and I was just going to be able to roam around.
Yeah, it definitely worked out very well, and I was also happy it happened because let me give a learning moment to teach some people in chat that Sylvanas does not work on Deathwing, because a lot of people still do not quite understand that.
Yeah,
unfortunately. You mean the level 1? Yeah.
Yep.
Roaming Affliction. Yeah, they have to be slowed, and Deathwing can't be slowed. So it's actually something we said. I was just like, I'm pretty sure Deathwing can like solo Sylvanas in a fight. I don't think she can kill him. It's fun, but yeah, that's a good thing to point out.
Yeah, a lot of people, and I get it, because the way you end up thinking about it, you're like, oh, okay, so when I get 3 stacks of the curse, then they start taking % damage, which works for most heroes, but that's not actually how the mechanic works. But.
It is a little bit unintuitive, yeah.
We do go ahead and have, those are almost all my questions. The last one, I always ask a variation of this. Why is your team called Bork Side of the Moon?
I remember why we changed the name.
Yeah.
It was, so we initially had the Knights That Go Bork. It was an offshoot of the Knights That Go Bronze, which was another team that we had for a while. But after kind of like roster changes and things like that, and then we liked it initially because we liked the I don't know what is it called, the monogram or the what's not monogram, the 3-letter short term, right? We
Yep,
wanted
yep.
it to be KGB. So then the war with Russia happened, and it just kind of felt out of place for a while. So we didn't like using KGB anymore. So we felt like we needed to change it, and we came up with Bork Side of the Moon.
Mm-hmm. A former team member did a lot of the work for that. Came up with the name, came up with this beautiful logo that we still use.
I do like it. The only problem with it is that it's nondescript enough that whenever there's like its own transparent background, sometimes it gets lost a little bit. But it's still very striking compared to most other logos. So I approve. I will say, and this is not to put anyone on blast, the logo that drives me the most crazy is Out of Pockets, only because they have Out of Pocket in black text under their logo, and on like 90% of backgrounds you can't see it.
Oh no.
But
unfortunate.
Those are all the questions I had for you. Let me turn it over to you for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out to just the rest of my team. We've been putting in a lot of work recently, and I think it's been paying off. I'm really happy with our performance tonight. And then, like Bacon said, Cloud Minds is always a great team to play. Shout out to them for making a great series. Like, I mean, every game we were stressed out of our minds. They really made us fight for this one.
Yeah, they did.
I definitely have games where at the end of which I'm like, that was a really good game to remember later. In the moment, it's
Oh yeah.
And shout out to Raka for casting. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. I always appreciate it.
I always enjoy it, so that goes together. But I will let you enjoy the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Welcome to Spooky Month, and have a good one.
Oh, it is.
Thanks, Raka.
Yep. Thank you for the cast.
Yep. For those of you that don't watch me that often, my hair is dyed black because of Halloween.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh, and, okay. Cypher just sent me something. I cannot play it right now though. But I'll see you guys next time.
Talk to you later.
All right.
And looking around, there is no one else casting. We actually got rated by the other casters, so there's no more NGS to go to. I'm sorry. I don't see any of my friends streaming, but Tuna Breath is a HOTS player, so we're gonna go over it and bother her. Because we can. Is that not how it's spelled? There's 3 Fs? Why is there 3 Fs? I am the law, the law, the law.